Huh. She's fresh stuff. Hi everybody, I'm Paul from Canadian Woodworks and Legacy Lumber. If you're watching this video, you know what it is. Slaburday Saturday. And if you're new, it's also Slaburday Saturday, where we bring you a new video every Saturday, basically sawmilling some lumber, either using our big giant sawmill, 72 inches wide, or using our Woodmizer. Today it's a video featuring the Woodmizer. Troy and Mitch have been hard at it all day. Instead of sawing a log for this video, we decided to just run a normal day where we were going to be cutting lumber and letting the guys go to it. And what this is going to be is I'm going to explain a bunch of what you're seeing in the video, and you're going to enjoy a whole bunch of clips of the guys cutting up some beautiful, beautiful ambrosia maple, aka Wormy Soft Maple, aka wood. So I hope you enjoy the video. We're going to make some sawdust today. Let's get to it. This is our lumber stacking rack that we fabricated. Right now it's fully empty. Hopefully the guys fill it up by the end of the day. Fingers crossed we don't hit much metal. Hey, do you hit any metal today?
No.
Ooh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Oh, some stones. No metal today, that's fantastic. Basically, this is a lumber rack that helps us keep everything flat as well as organized. We use 6-foot long stickers that go in between the layers of lumber. This allows the lumber to air dry. And we use these on 12-inch on center. So we got some C-channel on the back side here, and we're able just to slide the sticker into the C-channel and then lay it down across the wood. That way it's keeping everything nice and in line. Very important to keep all your stickers. Boop, boop, boop. So we'll see how the guys do. Hopefully they get this lumber rack loaded. Let's go check out the sawmill. So this is our Woodmizer. It is a 1992 LT40 fully hydraulic. It's old. When I bought the sawmill, I'll give you a little story. I originally bought this just for my furniture business. My brother, if you didn't know, he's a logger, and he sourced me an entire log truck of walnut logs. Pretty awesome. I had them piled up here, just staring at them for weeks and months at a time, thinking, man, I gotta get myself a sawmill. So I watched online, checked out the classifieds, Kijiji, that's where it's at, folks. I was able to source this inexpensively, because really this sawmill new is in the $40,000 to $60,000 range. I actually scored the sawmill with a blade sharpener. 36 blades was $9,600. I already had a blade sharpener, sold that for $1,500, so I did do very good on the sawmill. With that said, she was scratched up, she was dented up, needed a lot of TLC. The previous owner told me he had already cut 1 million board feet with the sawmill. The bones were good, we'll say. The bones were good on this thing. It needed a little fixing up, but it runs fantastic. I'm standing here at the main control center where we can flip up the panel. This is where we're going to control the up-down as well as the speed we sawmill with, forward and backward. It's got a reverse control as well and a little key to turn it on and off. Check out this beauty right here. This is an electric motor. A few years ago now, 3-4 years ago even, I swapped out the 26 horsepower Onan engine with a 15 horsepower electric motor, and let me tell you, it's one of the best decisions I've made in my life. It's quiet, there's no fumes, there's no oil. I can cut for a longer duration of time, flatter lumber, because of the torque involved in here. The torque is much better than a gas engine, so you get less waves while you're cutting. So this was a good little upgrade that we did. Other than that, this electric motor's been fantastic. Scored it on eBay, 300 bucks. We are cutting live edge lumber. On a traditional sawmill, smaller logs, no big deal. But you get kind of medium to larger logs with some kinks going this way and that way, and it's just going to be too wide for your sawmill. We cut it right in half. We made this insert. We do have a full video talking about this, measurements, all sorts of stuff, sliding it in and out and all that kind of thing. So check that out. I think Andy will put it over here maybe. So yeah, extended mode. The guys have been cutting in it all day. This is able to cut 42 inches in full width. So part of the normal sawing day, especially if we have two people, one guy can be running the mill, the second guy can be organizing lumber, getting logs with the excavator, cleaning up sawdust, doing all sorts of stuff, but he can also be sharpening blades in the building here, which we call the mill house, which is just a small room, small little heater. I can see my breath, but it's good enough for our bandsaw blade sharpener. This is made by Woodmizer. It's a BMS 250. And what that means is that it's a CBN, so the wheel has like a diamond type coating on the wheel, which is made in a laboratory, and it's a full profile wheel. So the wheel comes down, sharpens the face, the gullet, and the back of the tooth all in one shot, and then it moves the blade forward. The whole thing operates on a motor, and it has a cam that's spinning around on a pushing rod basically, that also lifts the sharpening wheel up and down all at the same time. So as the cam spins around, it pushes the blade, and then the sharpener comes down, lifts the sharpener back up, and then pushes the blade again, and it just repeats that over and over and over again. So for all of you that have asked during our previous Slaburday videos, do you sharpen your blades? What do you do with the blades when you hit metal? Yes, we do sharpen the blades, typically up to 3 to 4 times. You can also set your teeth. Every time you sharpen a blade, it's going to remove a little bit of set from your blade. What the set is that the teeth are bent a little bit. One this way, one that way. As you sharpen, you're removing some metal, so they're getting straighter and straighter. You need the bent teeth or the set there to stop the blade from basically dipping and diving. It's going to be cutting enough wood away that the back of the blade is not stressed out, and it's giving it a nice clear straight line to cut through. So after 3 or 4 sharpenings, really you need to reset the teeth, and that's a little bit more of an arduous process that I've never been a big fan of. So I'm happy to get 3 or 4 uses out of the blades, and then basically we then toss them after that. Also, we get a very, very good price on our blades because we are ordering wholesale. We're ordering a lot of them at a time. So it almost doesn't make sense to spend the time doing the teeth setting versus sharpening 3 or 4 times, really getting our bang for the buck out of the blade, and then getting a new blade. All right, although it's winter here, it has been a fantastic day. It's relatively mild, lightly snowing. Sawmill ran perfectly. The guys worked hard. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Troy. You guys are the best. This is really just a test that they watch. And don't forget to share and like it. Mitch, Troy, get it on Facebook. Hit that thumbs up. You got to do all that stuff. And Mitch, I don't even think you're subscribed yet. Just subscribe already, Mitch. Jeez. This is the pack of lumber that we sawmilled today. We cut 8-quarter lumber. So what that means is we're currently in its green, rough state. It's about 2 1/4 of an inch thick. We're going to be drying this, and it will dry to about 2 1/8 of an inch thick, over 2 inches in thickness. This is going to be about 1,000 board feet is what the guys tackled today. So the snow does slow us down a little bit. We got to work around it, but not too big of a deal. And why do we call it ambrosia maple? Good question, Andy. Thanks for asking. There's a beetle called the ambrosia beetle that goes into this wood, makes a tiny little hole in the wood. The wood's still perfectly fine, and it actually creates a pattern which has like a stain around that hole from the ambrosia beetle. So that's why it has the 2 different names, soft maple or ambrosia maple. So that's it. That's the end of Slaburday Saturday. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next Saturday, so tune on in, please. We appreciate everyone watching. We love reading your comments. And until next Saturday, well, we're going to see you during the week too, so don't worry. But until the next Slaburday Saturday, make it a great one. See ya.